Welcome everyone back to Project SSL. This is year 1, week 18 of trying to hit SSL in Rocket League. So, as you may see from the background, we got a new season 21 taking place in France. Well, the new map is taking place in France. So that's why you may see uh, this way, Eiffel Tower. So yeah, due to the new season, I thought we would go over our progress of over the last 18 weeks that we have done. So I pull up my tracker network over here. And yeah, as you may see here, for ones, I started the project, I believe, somewhere around the beginning of August. So around here, we started off. I started playing Rocket League again, and I got placed right at Diamond 3 Div 4. Started off the project at around Champ 1. And then, as you may see, the season that I started in, I had ebbs and flows. I started off high, almost hitting C2, but then dipped all the way down to Champ 1. And I was here for quite a bit, as you see, 24 to the first. And then the new season, if I look at my videos at when the new season started, that would be the 20th, or no, that's the date I posted the videos. So backtrack a few days, probably like the 16 on there. So September 16, I was in the middle of Champ, and yeah, start of that season, which would be season 20. We took a huge dip, and we went down to Diamond 3 Division 3, which is crazy. But then we climbed back up, and for the rest of the season, we stayed pretty consistent. We were able to hit up all the way to C2 Div 3, and then we stood around low C2, high C1, which I take, even though it doesn't say here, but I did end up the season being C2 and 1s, which is awesome. And yeah, as you see here, stay pretty consistent, in a pretty consistent range. I haven't done my placements for 1s yet, which is why my rank has this dip down here. So that's rank 1. And now the reason why in here, before I show you guys my 2's MMR, I want to explain why I've changed from saying hitting SSL in 1s to hitting SSL in Rocket League. And that would be just because just reevaluating of how much time that I would have to put into the game just to get SSL in 1s, which would have to be a lot of time. Not only would I have to spend a lot of time working on mechanics, but I had to spend a lot of time on the game sense in 1s, and that is just a lot of time that I have to. I'm estimating if I wanted to do that, I would need a minimum 3 hours, and as of right now, minimum 3 to 4 hours, leaning more towards the 4. And right now I am a college student, and one that's going to be hopefully graduating next semester. So I don't have the time right now to focus that much in the focusing up on grinding 1s rank as much. So that's why I've switched my focus to 2s towards the end of season 20. And as you'll see right now, we have seen a massive improvement from when I started. So when it was when I came back to Rocket League again, it was around August 1st, and I got placed around C1, as you see down here. I then started the project August 9th, so that is around here. We're able to get C1 Div 4, and then by the end of season 19, we're able to get right about here. We were able to hit Grand Champ 1, which was awesome. That I got placed in the span of be a month and a half. I was able to reach up almost back to where I left off the game before I took a break from it, which is just great. And starting from the start of season 20, excuse me, I believe I got placed champ 3 div 3, and then able to get myself back into GC1. And here I didn't play as much. Here I think I played more one games, which is why I just had a small decline. And then this is when I realized that, okay, I should probably, switch to twos, because I have more of a time constraint with school. So I switched to twos, and I was able to hit back into GC2. And then from November 8th to right now, which is December 13th, I had a consistency of staying between low GC2 and high GC1. And that leads us off to today, to where I'm at. So that is GC2. I finished my placement matches, as I'll show you guys one of the replays right now. I believe this is game number 9, and I was able to finish my placement matches positively. So I went 7 for 3. 2 of them, there was some weird stuff happening between the opponents, in which they would pretty much seem frustrated at each other, and then FF, like, with only like two goals, it would be like 2-0, and they would FF at 3:30. So that's just the start of the season. You're gonna have people returning that haven't played for the game for a couple of weeks. So luckily I was on the winning side of those 2 games, so definitely helps out. So yeah, what else has been happening? So like I said, I'm going to focus more on 2v2, especially now that I'm going to be heading into break soon in about a week. This week is my 2 finals, Monday and Thursday. So hopefully this winter break I can put in at least, I want to be hopeful, pretty much hopefully maybe I could do 3 hours, but 3 hours a day, but it's probably going to be more realistically somewhere between 2 and 2.5, but I hope I could hit 3. So that would be the focus on, is to get my time up in Rocket League. What else? So focus on 2s, and also to focus on replay reviews. I was thinking I saved all 10 of my replays, well, except for game 2 because I forgot, but of my placement matches. And I was thinking of maybe, since I'll have more time this upcoming month, that I can record a few videos of myself watching my own replay and seeing what I can take from it, and where I can improve on, and where just in general on different aspects of my games that I can change. So that is the plan for the winter, and there's not much else. Like I said, I have finals, and yeah, I I also finished reading Absolute Batman. I'll show you guys the cover for it. Amazing, amazing comic. I gotta say. I don't know if I showed you guys that like 2 weeks ago or not, but just wanted to say. I just wanted to make sure that that I had at least said it once. But it's an amazing comics that you guys should read. But yeah, other than that, hopefully there's, hopefully this season goes well. Oh, I guess the goal, since we're talking about the season in general, one of my main goals for this season is to be a solid GC2 player. So whether it be to stick around 15 rounds between 1575 and 1625 is that's the range that I'm hitting for, to stay in for the remainder of the season. That's the goal. I probably might hit a few dips here and there, especially when I go back to school for the spring semester, but I'm just hopeful thinking in which I can stay at a high rank. And yeah, that is about it. Up to you guys on the type of videos I hope to record during the winter month next week once I'm done with finals. And yeah, let's just finish off watching this replay. So here, as you see, I am first man, trying to buy time for my teammate here. And as my teammate is able to get play on the ball, I was able to get back boost. And since I'm first man here, I'm just wanting to pressure the opponents to give us the ball. And teammate just did that for me there. And here I get the back boost, get control of the ball. Now I'm second. My main objective is just to cover the team's weakness. Teammate was able to get them to be a little awkward. Here I go for the solo play. Didn't work out. And here I'm just covering the team's weakness. Do a fake, make them jump, and force a shot. And you see here, I was able to get a demo. And as I see that my teammate got a flick, I just thought I could at least bump the opponent's first man. So here we go into overtime. I'm going for the back boost, so that means I have to go up first in order to force him to get a flick. Teammate does a great clear, sending the ball into the corner. I get a 50, forcing them to jump. And as you see here, I'm second, so I'm going to cover the net, cover the weakness. Here I don't leak out as much because I see my teammates on low boost. Force a shot to make one jump. Go for a 50 here. And here I just take it around. Make sure they don't get as much boost. And now I'm second man. Here I felt like my teammate could have gone a little bit faster on the challenge instead of waiting in net, but to all their own. And here I was able to get the 50, buying some time for my teammate to get back. And the opponents give up the ball, so I'm able to take control. Force the first man to jump. Now they're awkward in this situation, and since they're in an awkward position, I realized that I can go up for this upcoming ball. So here I get the boost. I realized I could go up for the ball, no worry, and get the shot in. So yeah, this is a longer video than usual, but that's because of the season recap. But if you guys stuck around, thank you guys very much. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. See ya.